Hi, my name is Dani Post. I am a student at the University of Missouri studying health sciences. I'm also an intern at the Missouri Rural Health Association. My ideal goal is to motivate rural Americans to improve their health one step at a time, and eventually to decrease the gap in rural and urban health in America. Today, I'll be presenting on the lifestyle determinants of health in rural America and 3 small changes that can make a big impact. On average, rural Americans have higher obesity rates than urban Americans. As you can see here, 38.2% of rural America has obesity, and 28.7% of urban Americans have obesity. In fact, a 1999 study in North Carolina of 1,000 rural and 1,000 urban school children found that rural children were 50% more likely to be obese. Also, chronic health conditions such as diabetes, cardiovascular and cerebrovascular disease, and hypertension are more common in rural areas, particularly among rural minorities and those in the South. So not only are obesity rates higher, but cardiovascular disease has higher rates in rural America, as well as many other chronic conditions. So this is just a couple examples of the major health gap between rural and urban America. My first suggestion to people in rural America are to increase the variety in your diet. Some suggestions to help with this are trying new and different foods, coming up with a weekly plan and shopping for that weekly plan, and then sticking to that weekly plan, saving and freezing leftovers, having quick and healthy backup plans for when you're in a rush, and shopping at farmers markets. At farmers markets, you can find cheaper, fresher produce, and you'd also be supporting local. So doing all these things and trying to follow the My Plate suggestion, which I have an infographic here on the right, can help you make sure that you're getting the adequate amount of nutrients, protein, and each kind of food group that you need to support your body. My second suggestion is participating in a walk a day, or at least some kind of physical activity each day. Physical activity improves your physical and mental health. It's good for your heart. It increases muscle composition and decreases fat. It reduces hypertension, which in turn reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease, and it decreases your risk of diabetes. The list goes on and on. Even if you can't get in a full walk a day, other things you can do to increase the amount of activity you have is parking further away at the grocery store, taking the stairs rather than the elevator at work, or even have walking meetings instead of meetings where you sit down at work. My third suggestion is decreasing tobacco usage. As you can see in this infographic, the percentage of people in major cities or urban areas in America are 14.8% daily smokers, whereas people in rural areas are 26.5% daily smokers. That's a big difference. Tobacco use has always been known to have a major cause for cardiovascular disease. It also decreases lung capacity and mental health, and it increases your chances of many cancers. So one suggestion that I've found that could be beneficial to people smoking would be cutting down rather than quitting cold turkey. This could be a more efficient way of quitting, and it could also decrease your symptoms as you lessen the amount of tobacco you use. On this slide, I have listed 3 resources that could be helpful to you. The first one is a My Plate resource. If you go here, you'll find more information about the My Plate and the amount of food in each food group you should be eating at each meal. Secondly, I have a farmer's market finder. Here you can plug in your address or the city that you live in and find the closest farmer's markets to you. And thirdly, I have listed a site that can help give you tips on how to quit smoking. These resources will also be listed in the description below. Finally, I have listed my references in case you'd like to do any more research of your own. Thank you for listening to my presentation.